What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Fitness Plays Sonic Heroes Part 15. We're now beginning the getting Team Rose's story, and the members consist of Amy Rose, Cream the Rabbit, and Big the Cat. So it would seem that Froggy has lost, or Big has lost Froggy again, and the little Chow that is following Cream around is called Cheese the Chow, and that is his brother. Alright, so this is the only team where you have to go through the practice stage. Yeah. If I hadn't already went through all this, this is definitely helpful. This is definitely helpful for those who are new to the game and not ever played it before. Every team can go through. Especially if you've never played the game before, it's very useful, all of this. You can't actually enter this without having to go to the Team Rose. Doing it through Team Rose, you can just go to tutorial and with any team, and they will show you how to use the games just like this, but with their team. And I'm debating whether to not talk a lot through this this section, to just let you listen to Omo Chow, but I don't know yet. Alright, so yeah, just tells you, it's going to show you everything about every This will show you everything with every formation. Alright, so this is like a spin dash of sorts. Yeah, so uh, uh there really isn't too much to say about this, honestly. I guess just some of the backstory. The Chocola is Cheese's brother, and somehow has went missing along with Froggy. And of course, that's why Cream is. That's why Cream is going with Team Rose to try to find Sonic, and Big is trying to find Froggy. That's why he joined Team Rose to try to find Sonic. And of course, Amy's just looking for Sonic for whatever she looked for him for. But anyway, yeah, I definitely don't like this team, and I definitely don't like this tutorial. Alright, so this is Big's move, or I guess set of moves. What he does is he'll launch the characters with the fishing pole like balls, and then he'll take his fishing pole, and this is his massive, or I guess his wide attack, or third attack, whichever you want to call it. Now, I'm sure this will be showed off, but this is the fire dunk technique with Big. And if you don't have any of the other your teammates on your shoulders, you will do the body slam move that only Big and Vector can do. I have no idea. I guess he's talking about this move, but anyway. And so you can see the robots are still asleep, even though Big is crushing them, and I'll just get through here quickly. It doesn't really matter. I'll show the body slam move a lot more often while going through here. Now, something different with this team is the Team Blast will give each character one power core in addition to it will also give you a shield or an invincibility shield. So, you know, if you are low on power cores and just need one really quickly, you can use that. I guess there isn't any score board. I thought there was going to be one. But let's get on to the actual levels. Now, I should have started, I guess I should have started the tutorial mode off in part 1, but I wanted to start with Sonic and then go to the right with the teams. But you can see we are definitely starting a lot closer, or a lot farther into the level than any other team we've went with so far. And you can and you can immediately, oh crap, no. Well, that's the triangle dive move for Big. Is he will use his umbrella to lower you down slowly. And another one of the complaints about this game was the voice. I might have already said this, but the voice acting. And the biggest, you know, most of the characters don't have really bad voice actors. I would definitely say I despise Cream's voice actress. I don't know what it is. It's really bad to listen to. There we go. But this team isn't that hard, and the levels aren't that long. And definitely gives you a lot more hints about small stuff like this. If you had played the other two teams, any other team before this, you would have obviously known to break open those rocks. Or just different things like that. I really don't like this team, and I cannot keep a straight face while trying to play this team. It's really hard to do. But anyway, so yeah, you can see there's a lot of rings, even though yes, that's a move. Since Amy doesn't have a light speed dash, she can jump. If you jump, hold the A button down, and then you can move around with Amy. Let's see, I want to get everybody together. See if we can't go through here. Oh well. But, and it's not that useful. It's best used for close platforms. You don't want to use it far away, like in replace for the flight character. You definitely. All right, you don't want to do that. Yeah, only the power formation character can cancel out can cancel being in the cannon by pressing the B button. And of course, Big wouldn't follow us to be helpful. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah, this team, I don't know. It is a lot easier than it is the easiest team in the game, and it's definitely a beginner's team, as you've seen with the tutorial. But you can play the tutorial with any character. You just have to make sure you hit the tutorial first instead of continuing on with the game. So you can see the levels are definitely shorter. the shortest out of any team. They definitely really, really shorten levels. They'll start you farther into the level. Now here, I could have used the Team Blast and gotten some power cores for Amy and Cream, and that is the best time to use it if you don't have all of the power cores for every character, and you won't, especially coming from Team Dark, where they gave you a whole lot of power cores because you would need them, because you're gonna have to fight tons of enemies, so they give you more than any other team, so that you can, so you won't have as hard of a time trying to fight all of the robots that they send at you. And you would think, well, this is supposed to be the easiest team in the game, and they should give you the most power cores. Well, that's why they give you the power cores for getting the for using the Team Blast, so that you can get full an additional power core, and maybe even get leveled up if you need to, because they don't give you enough in the game. I mean, they don't even give you a lot of checkpoints, but the levels are so easy that they don't have to give you a whole lot of checkpoints to give you the needed power cores. And you don't get a lot out of the enemies either. There are very few enemies in the levels to begin with, and the power cores are very few and far between in the enemies. So do not rely on the enemies to give you the necessary power cores that you would need to level up. But the Team Blast, as I've said, is the only way to make sure that you can get 3 full power cores, and you fill the Team Blast gauge up a lot faster than any other team with Team Rose, so you can continue to use it a lot more often than with any other team. You don't need to save it, because there are no real areas that you will need to save it for. But you can see as I've said before, the special stage and bonus stage difficulties do not change while you're doing all this, so it's just how the difficulties in the level, so that you can keep the keys to go to the special stage and bonus stages. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with Team Rose. Yeah, Cream will definitely become annoying later on, especially the further on we get into the game. And Big's just big, I guess. There really ain't too much to say about him, honestly. But yeah, you can see definitely already the Team Blast gauge is almost halfway full. The most out of any team. Or the fastest of any other team. Even Team Dark, it seemed to fill up really fast. Now when you would normally use a fire dunk for a section like that, you will instead go do your body slam with Big or Vector. So you have to be careful when you want to use it to clear out a bunch of enemies, because it won't automatically go for the fire slam or fire dunk, whichever you want to call it. And so you have to time it a lot more where you would want to land. You have to make sure you do it over land to begin with. You can't, let's see if you think we can get up there. somehow they didn't get in the way and we were able to move on. But yes, definitely you want to and whenever you're using the fire dunk, just like with any other team, they will not immediately go onto the character big shoulders, so you cannot immediately or you cannot say, okay, well, I'm gonna make sure everybody's on big shoulders and then use the fire dunk. But the body slam isn't that bad, honestly. It actually will do a wider radius than the fire slam. You can kill instead of just a single enemy, you can kill multiple enemies, especially the more you level up big, the wider the radius for the fire, for the body slam. So you want to use that as often as you can. It's not that hard to even get used to, especially if you use the... no, what the... Okay, that was weird. Yeah, definitely shouldn't have happened. Huh. Oh well. We're back far enough that I believe we can go after that key. And you can see why the lack of, or how the lack of a lot of checkpoints will hurt you in this game. I think I'll go along this upper path. This is the same two paths that we went along with both Team Sonic and Team Dark. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to go along different paths every once in a while. And you can see the upper path in Sonic games usually are faster and will have more items for you to go after. And as you can see, it does work better than a fire dunk for multiple enemies, but if you want a quick, precise kill on a single target, then you won't. You'll want to make sure you use your. You'll be wanting the fire slam or dunk. Amy cannot use the wall jump either. That is another difference between her and the other teams. There we go. But yeah, you know, these levels are, for Team Rose, are short, so you don't have to worry if you do end up dying and getting sent back a good ways. And they give you plenty of lives to make sure you don't die, so, you know, you don't have to worry about that either. Let's see if we don't mess up again for whatever reason. I don't know if I didn't push the stick back far enough, or because you shouldn't even have to move the stick to make sure you didn't fall there. But I don't know, maybe it was me changing the... Ouch. Oh, there we go. Maybe it was me changing the formations, but that shouldn't have messed me up that bad either. But oh well, it doesn't matter. Let's see. I will be using Amy a lot more than with the previous teams, using the speed formation. Let's go along the power formation route. I've never went along there with any other team yet, so might as well. But yeah, I will definitely be using Team Rose a lot more. Oh, let's see, I think I need to use the power formation. Oh, you could probably use any formation you wanted to. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which way you go, they all will meet up. At the end there is just some paths are faster than others. And not quite as dangerous, like, you know, doing stuff like this is considered dangerous. Now that third attack that he uses will the range will increase, or I guess the radius will increase the farther you get, or the farther you get away from the. I'm sorry. The more you level up, the wider the radius will get. Might as well. I mean, I'm probably almost at the end of the level, and I'll get everybody else who doesn't have a level, or I'll give Amy and Big another level up. Now, it doesn't fill the level, completely fill a character's level up all the way. It just gives them one power core, but it is useful. It is very useful. So you can see we don't have to worry about the rock chasing section. That's good. Yeah. This is definitely the easiest team to get A ranks for, except for the bosses. Those are a little bit more difficult. Well, they're no more difficult. It's just time-based rather than score. With the other teams, you know, you had to get it under, I think, 2.5 minutes to get the A rank with the Egg Albatross, the boss we're going to go after right now. And so you have to, it's just the same, but the levels, the score needed to gain the A ranks is definitely a lot smaller than any other team. So, say with Team Dark, you needed over probably 90,000. There, I would say 40,000 to 45,000 with Team Rose. But we're doing pretty good with all of the Chaos Emeralds. I went back and got that one with Team Dark, so at the end of part 14. So I didn't worry with it, since we'll do it with Team Rose as well, and I did it with Team Sonic already. The bosses won't be any easier. The hit points that you need the hit points that it takes to knock out an enemy is still the same, but the areas like here in the middle are different. You don't have anything that will block your path, and I believe there are power cores on the sides of the area, so if you want to use them to go at, you know, try to go attack the boss, you can do that. But be careful while you are using the homing attack like that. I guess they're not both. Oh, okay. Oh. The dodging the Egg Albatross is a lot easier than dodging the Egg Emperor. With the Egg Emperor, you have no choice but to be hit. With the Egg Albatross, it just depends on which direction he's coming, or what angle he's coming in at, whether you dodge him or not. You can use Big, or just if you have your speed character or flight character fully leveled by this point, and it's totally random whether you would or wouldn't, you can just attack him like this. Now, if I can get these, if I can get the Team Blast to get fully charged here, I can use that and end this fight. There we go. I could probably continue to use Cream to attack him, but I'm going to hopefully try to get the A rank with this by go ahead and knocking him out now. But yeah, there you go. It's waiting to see if I'll get the A rank or not.
Why does it keep making these machines?
Instead of under 230, I think under 130 would probably be better. But anyway, thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many power cores that I collect throughout the tutorial and all of Seaside Hills. So thank you for watching. Until next time.